Okay, guys. Right, now what we're looking at is circumference. Okay, and what is very interesting here is we are going to look at a thing called pi. And I don't know if you've used that before, but you actually use it on your calculator. But let's have a look. Let's see what the notes have written. So for any circle, the length of the diameter, okay, so the diameter, remember, goes all the way across the middle, is twice the length of the radius. So let me show you what I mean. So if this is a circle, okay, the diameter goes this way, and then the radius is that. Okay, so you can understand if that was the center of the circle, the radius is double what the diameter would be. Okay, so the diameter is twice the length of the radius. So D, diameter, is equal to 2r, which is 2 times the radius. The length of the circumference, so that's all the way around here, which we call C, is a little bit more than 3 times the diameter. So that there is not an equal sign. What it actually means is approximately 3 times the diameter. So if you know what the diameter is and you times it by 3, it's approximately, it's not exactly, approximately what your circumference is, okay? So the exact formula for a circumference is given by C is equal to pi d, which is diameter. So you do pi times your diameter, and remember diameter is that, where pi is an irrational number. An irrational number, remember, is something that goes on and on and on, and it has no, recurring numbers or anything like that. So pi will give you the exact, timesing it by 3, but it's 3.14, I think it carries on, and it will give you the exact circumference. All right, let's go on to the next slide. Okay, so if you were given a question where it said the exact formula for the circumference is given by C, now this is very important, you need to know this. If we are working out what, let's see if we can zoom in on this. If we're working, there we go, we're working out the circumference, your formula is C is equal to pi times D, which is your diameter. So in this question, if they say calculate the circumference, so they want the circumference, they want us to go all the way around, okay, of the following circles correct to the 2 decimal places. So this particular circle, let's move it over here, this particular circle, they've given us the diameter, okay. So we go C is equal to pi over D. Pi times D, I'm sorry. So C is equal to pi times D. So what we do is we put in our calculator pi, and you'll find that on there. It's like I think it looks like a little N with a line on the top. So just find that on your calculator. Times by the diameter. And the diameter here was 9. And you get 2.824. But now it says calculate the correct to 2 decimal places. So these decimal places, second decimal place is there, number 7. 4 doesn't help him to get any bigger, so your answer would be 28.27. Let's have a look at this one. So now this is also a very important, a very important formula that you have to know is the circumference is equal to 2 times the radius. Remember we said it was 2 times the radius, okay? And the radius, because the radius is twice the diameter, so 2 times the radius. So 2 times n times r. So you take your 3, you go 2 times pi times 3. So it's always 2 because you're going there and there. Times pi times r, you get 1.84, which is equal to, take it down to 2 decimal places. Well, my 9 here, it makes the 4 bigger, so the 4 becomes a 5, and it's 18.85 meters. Okay, so what it's important to remember here is the 2 different formulas. Very important. I will be giving you a note for that. So if you can come and ask me for a note for it, I have created one for you. Okay, look at the next one. Let's do an example. So here they've given you half of a circle and they've told you the diameter is 5 meters, and they want to know what the perimeter of this shape is. Now, it's not a complete circle, okay? It's half a circle. So what we do is we start off and we say, okay, we know that P, our perimeter, is equal to the circumference divided by 2, because we know that the circle is divided by 2, plus the diameter, okay? So basically we're going to say P is equal to pi, excuse my little pi times the diameter, because that's what we have to do. We have to do pi times the diameter, but then we're going to divide it by 2, and we're going to add the diameter, okay? So we're going to pi times 2, because we're going to get what this is, okay? Dividing it by 2 because it's only half a circle. So pi times the diameter will give us what that is, plus the diameter, because we've got to add that piece in. And that will give us, so in this particular one, we're going to go pi. Okay, so if we're looking at this slide, we can see that there is a quarter of the circle here, okay? So you're going to go, P is equal to 2 pi r, because that's what you do for your radius, 2 times the radius, so 2 times pi r. But we're dividing it by 4 because there are four arcs in a circle, and we only got 1. So we're dividing that part of the circle by 4. And then we're adding on 2 lots of the radius, because we've got 1 here and we've got 1 there, okay? So for this one, it's going to be 2 times pi times 7, because 7 was our radius, okay? And then you're going to divide that by 4, and then you're going to add on your 2 times your radius, which is 2 times 7. And basically, at the end of the day, you're going to come to your answer of 25 centimeters. Give it a go, and come and see me if you need any help. But it's really cool.